Hi everyone and welcome. Welcome to this webinar organized by WeUni in partnership with emlyon Business School. My name is Carolina. It's really nice to meet you all, and I'll be your host for today's event on behalf of WeUni.
Hello, I could
As
not hear
Hi,
you.
Aminata. Thank you for joining.
Hi. Sorry to be that late. I'm in
No
the
problem. We
office.
will just begin
Hi,
the
everyone.
yeah. We actually just began the webinar, and
Uh,
I was introducing the topic of today. Actually, today we are here with, as I said, emlyon Business School to explore all the courses in marketing, sales, and communication. So you will have the possibility to discover how the programs blend academic excellence with also hands-on experience, we can say, and how emlyon can open the doors to leading global brands. So you can also hear real success stories, since as you can see here today, we will have three different speakers that that will learn something more and tell you something more about the webinar, but also the courses. So we are here with Marion. She's the program advisor, and
Hi.
she will give you all the information that you need for the courses, for the application process, for emlyon in general. And also we have with us Felipe. He is an alumni in the International Marketing and Business Development Master at emlyon. And also we have with us Aminata, as I was saying before. She is an alumni in the masterclass in luxury management and marketing. So you will have the possibility also to learn direct experiences from students that had the possibility to study at the emlyon Business School, and also to understand how they are approaching the real world in terms of job, of course. Also, I'd like to remind you that you will have the possibility to interact with the speakers. So at the end, we will have a Q&A session in which you can do all the questions that you want, and we can read the question. And of course, we will do it at the end of the presentation. And for those of you that are interested in receiving the certificate of attendance, you can receive the link at the end of this session. So stay connected, of course. In the meantime, I see some other people connecting. Welcome to all of you. Of course, we can't see your faces, unfortunately, but if you want, you can share with us where you are coming from, since we're very curious to know. If you want, you can write it in the chat. And since we have a really full agenda today, I think that without further ado, I can now leave the floor to Marion for the presentation. So enjoy this webinar and see you later. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolina. Nice to meet you all. I'm Marion L'Empereur, and I'm a program advisor at emlyon Business School. In our team, we are 4 people, 4 program advisors, because we have a lot of programs, 21, master specialized. So maybe you will talk with me if you are interested in one of our programs, or maybe with one of my colleagues. So we are here to help you, guide you through the application process, make you understand more maybe the program in itself, if it's a good choice for you, for your career goals. So yeah, and I'm here today with 2 alumni, as we said. So they will be, we will have a conversation more later in this presentation. So I am looking forward to it. But first, I will give you a presentation of the school. So yeah, we will go to why emlyon Business School. So why is this school in particular? First, we have 2 campuses, emlyon. So emlyon is based in Lyon principally, so the main campus is in Lyon. But we also have 1 campus in Paris. Some programs you will see later, some masters are in Paris. So the one in Lyon is right in the city center, and the one in Paris is very centrally located, also near Gare de Lyon. So emlyon is one of the oldest business schools. It was founded in 1872. We started just outside Lyon, and now we have a modern central campus that just opened 2 years ago. We also hold multiple international accreditation, as you can see, so AACSB, EQUIS, and AMBA. So it's very recognized internationally, those three accreditation, and very complicated to have it. So we are very proud of that. And we are considered also a world-class business school and ranked fourth among business schools in France, and the first one outside of Paris. So whether you are looking for a strong international network, a modern campus, or an international school with a long history and reputation, emlyon offers all of that. So our master's program are also designed to prepare you for the job market. So if you are in this school, what you want is to have a very good job in a field that you like, with a very good position. So we do a very good job at that with some tools that I will just explain you later. But one thing that is very important is that 6 months after graduation, most of our master's program reach nearly 100% of employment. And we are ranked number 2 or so in France for employability by Times Higher Education. So how do we do to get a high employability rates? We have a career service team that help you during all the program and also after, so all your 2 years and your masters. For example, you have access to career events during the year with companies that will come in the campus to see you, make interviews with you. For example, in January, there was a 3-day event with more than 120 companies here in the campus, and they wanted to have their new interns, their next employees. So a lot of students can have their internship like this. Also, they do meetings with you. For example, they can do coaching. If you want to have a training before, for example, an interview with a company, you can just ask them. And they also do webinars to help you improve yourself during the interview, for the motivation letters, for the CV, for example. Also, you can ask our alumni. You have a very good alumni network that can help you to have certain positions. I will talk about the alumni network just after. And we also have a Makers Lab where a student can work on practical projects, for example, 3D printing, tech devices. For example, in the master in luxury management, also there is a sewing machines for some people that would like to create. And most programs include a dedicated week in the Makers Lab for a group project. If you want to create a company, create a new project, yeah, it's very, we like entrepreneurs at emlyon. About the alumni network, we have a very large alumni network at emlyon, so over 45,000 graduates worldwide, and you get lifelong access to your alumni network through the alumni platform, which is something that not all schools offer. So when you enter at emlyon, you have access, and you have access all your life without paying every year, as in some other schools. So even 10 years after graduation, for example, if you want, you can use it to connect with alumni anywhere in the world. You can access to events. You can be an alumni ambassadors, for example, also. So yeah, it's a very large community. And I have, for example, one example in mind. If you want to move to Italy, there was one student that wanted to move to Italy that I had over the phone. You can find alumni there in your sector and reach out for advice or job opportunities. So yeah. a very practical network to find a job. So as I mentioned earlier, we have this brand new campus in Lyon, which was a really big milestone for us in 2024. It opened in September 2024 for its first students. So now we are in the second year, and it's right in the heart of Lyon, the city, very modern, really spacious, as you can see. There's a lot of room for student associations to run activities. We also have career fairs in the campus, presentations and talks from guest lecturers or industry professionals. And on top of that, there are also sports events, exhibitions happening too in the campus. Students really love it, and the location is very convenient because it's in it's very near a lot of residency, near the metro, bus, tramway, and it's easy to get around on foot. So yeah, overall, it's a modern, up-to-date campus, perfect for students. And we also have a Paris campus. So it's smaller, but it's really cozy, really central, just 1 minute walk from the Gare de Lyon. Gare de Lyon is a train station in the center of Paris, and you can go to Lyon in 2 hours. So you can go to the main campus if you want to visit, for example. And being in Paris is great because you are near from a lot of headquarters, which is a big advantage for employability. So as I said, it's a bit smaller, but mainly because it mainly hosts our master's program. But in Lyon, for example, there are the big programs as the bachelor, as a master in management, they are in Lyon. So that's why this campus is smaller, but it's normal because there are like 2,000 students in Paris, and in Lyon, there are 9,000 students. So today, we are here to talk about the 7 programs in marketing, communication, and sales at the emlyon, because we have 21 programs in a lot of sectors, a lot of focus on a lot of competencies, but we have some of them that are in the area of marketing, communication, and sales. So I'm not sure everyone on this webinar is interested in the same one. I'm sure not. So you probably have your own specific interests, but I will give you a brief overview today of each program. But in 45 minutes, I obviously won't be able to go into details. So don't worry about that. If you want more information at the end of this presentation, first you can ask your questions now, but you can also send us an email. You will see that at the end of the presentation, there will be an email address, and you can just share your questions, and then the program advisor specialized in the program that you are interested in will just answer you and will guide you through the process of application, or just explaining you more the process, use the program and in itself. So first, we will start with the marketing one. So we have 4 programs in marketing. The first one is a Master in Digital Marketing and Data Analytics. So this one takes place in Paris with an international term in Canada, and lasts 1 or 2 years, depending on what diploma you have and background also. So it's all about becoming a digital marketing expert with a strong data focus. So you will learn how to use analytics tools to make smart decisions, and also craft effective marketing strategies. So you can have positions like digital marketing manager, data analyst, CRM manager, or market research analyst. That's only examples, of course, but that's a typical job after this program. Then we have the Master of Science in International Marketing and Business Development that did Felipe here. This MSc takes place in Lyon with an international term in Vietnam or South Africa. and it lasts 18 months. So that's a format of some of our programs. So 18 months means that you have 10 months of courses between September and June, and then you have a professional mission during 6 months. So you can do an internship or so a normal job if you find. So it's very intense because you will have the equivalent of 2 years program, so 2 years courses in only 10 months. But it's designed to be very professional very fast. So that's the goal. And for this program, it trains you to manage international marketing strategies and drive business development internationally. And at the end, you can be a lot of things. But for example, most likely marketing manager, category manager, product manager, key account manager, for example. Then we have the Master of Science in Luxury Management and Marketing that did Aminata Gael here. It's the same format, so it's 18 months or so. This one is located in Paris with an international term in New York, London or Roma, and also Milano now during the second trimester, so during 3 months, 2 months, something like this. And it depends on your specialty, where you will be going. And then everyone will go in Australia during the P2, so it's the third trimester. Australia is for this year. It can change. Each year it can change. Australia has been the destination from a lot of time now, but it can always change. So I just wanted to add it. And it's designed for those looking to build a career in the luxury sector. So it's very a sector program focusing one sector, the luxury one, and then focusing on innovation, marketing, strategic transformations. So you can be marketing manager, retail marketing manager, product and operation manager, for example. But yeah, you will be focused in one sector. And then we have one more program focused in one sector, the Master of Science in Sports, Entertainment, and Lifestyle. So this one, sorry, I think there is a mistake in the slide because it's programmed in 2 years. Sorry for that. So it's based in Paris with an international term in Canada and lasts 1 or 2 years as the first one that I talked to you about. So depending on what diploma and background you have. And it offers a cross-industry approach combining lifestyle, entertainment, sports, marketing, and it's perfect if you want to go working in the sports industry because you will be specialized in this sector. So if you want to work with a sports brand, for example, or launch your own project or so, manage talent and experiences. So yeah. And you can be marketing manager, marketing analyst, product manager, sports project manager. And then we have the program specialized in sales and communication. I didn't realize that, I didn't tell you that all the programs, the Master of Science program, are in English. Just the last one, this one in this slide, the Advanced Master in International Strategy and Business Development is in French. I will talk to you about, but almost all of our programs are in English. So for this one, the Master of Science in Branding and Communication, the first one takes place in Paris with an international term in Milano and lasts 1 year and a half. This program helps you develop the skills needed to build brands with a social or environmental impact. Is very important, this part. So yeah, you will also learn how to master digital communication and social media tools. And you can be brand manager, communication manager, community manager, social impact manager. Then the Master of Science in Global Sales Excellence lasts also, so I didn't tell you, but it's in Paris, the other one. This Master of Science in Global Sales Excellence is in Lyon with an international term in Shanghai. As you noticed, there is always an international term. So, and we chose the international term, the partner university, among our 200 partner universities. We have a lot, but for our program, a master's program, as they are very specialized, we choose one or two that are the best one for this area, for this program. So that's why it's not always the same, and that you don't have really a choice, but that's the best ones you can get if you want to excel in the area of the program that you want to do. So for the Master of Science in Global Sales Excellence, it's in Shanghai, and this program is focused on developing excellence in sales, covering everything from sales strategy to customer relationship management. And you can be a regional sales manager, sales excellence director, head of sales, sales engagement manager. So yeah, that's that types of job. And finally, we have the one and only for this presentation in French. There are like 20% of English, so it's ready for people that speak French fluently. So this one takes place in Lyon and Paris over 1 year, more than like 13 months, so 1 year, in partnership with a university called Centrale Supélec in Paris. So you will spend 1 trimester in Lyon, so 3 months in Lyon, and then move to Paris for the following trimester, in the campus of Centrale Supélec, followed by a 6 months professional mission at the end. You will have a focus. It provides dual expertise because you have an engineering school in partnership and a business school. So you will have dual expertise in strategy and management, with a focus on international environment also, and turning technical challenges into business decisions. So you will be, you can then be sales engineer, business analyst, project manager, or business developer, for example. So each program has its own identity and strengths, helping you step into very targeted careers in your field of interest, of course. I wanted to share you a QR code with you if you want to see all the programs on our website, so all the programs that we have. So it's not only the 7 ones I just told to you about, but if you want to see everything that we have, you can just go and search with this QR code. And one other, this one is just to take a quiz. You will answer questions, and in 5 minutes you will see which program we think you are better suited for. For all the 20 programs in emlyon. So now I would like to have a conversation with our alumni that are here. As Karina said, they are alumni from 2 programs that I just introduced you. So the one in international marketing and business development and luxury management marketing. So how are you, Felipe and Aminata?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
I hope I was not too boring. These are these presentations that you already know. Okay. Could you introduce yourself, maybe a few words about you? So we can know you better.
Of course, ladies first, Aminata.
Oh, thank you. Such a gentleman. So, hi everyone. My name is Aminata Yael, and as it is said on this very straightforward slide, I was a 2023 intake in with a Master in Science in Luxury Management and Marketing. So I am Senegalese, so from Senegal in Western Africa, and I followed the usual course. I did my master thesis, and now at 23, it has been 1 year and 8 months now, almost 2 years. I've been working for Chanel on the media side, first for fragrance and beauty, and now for fashion, watches, and fine jewelry at the Europe and Middle East level.
Wow, so nice.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, so as the slide says, from the 2023 intake in the International Marketing and Business Development program, I'm from Colombia. One of my dreams was always to study in Europe, and it was amazing. Lyon is an amazing city. I had so much fun. I learned so much since my background is like on film and arts. So like I learned a lot about business development, marketing, and it was amazing. I was able to work for Deezer, which is like a music streaming company in France. And then due to the connections in Deezer and with emlyon, I got like a job offer in Colombia, which is really nice. And now I'm back home, but thanks to the university, I have like a good job, and I'm really happy with
Oh,
everything that happened.
thank you, Felipe. Yeah, it's good because we have one that were in Lyon campus, the oldest one. No, you were not in the brand new one.
Mm,
Okay,
sadly not. No.
but you were in the city, so you can maybe share later what you feel about the city. And Aminata, you were in Paris, so that's cool. That's good. We have two sides of the story. So maybe you can yes talk about the student life in Lyon and in Paris. Um, how was the campus? The yes the ambience. Yeah, as you want.
Okay. You wanna go first,
Mhm.
Aminata? Okay.
I was in Paris, so the city of love, the capital. I would say one of the best cities in the world. It was not an unknown city because I've been visiting my family in Paris for years since I was very little, but it's such another experience to truly live there and study there. First of all, what I loved was the whole intake was made of, I think, 120 students from all around the world. So basically, the language to understand each other was English. And it was so much fun to actually teach others how to speak French, how to adapt, and to see the adaptation from so many perspectives because we didn't see life the same way. Buying groceries was so fun. It was a whole adventure for some of us. And it was really the good environment to study luxury because, as you may know, Paris is as well a fashion capital. And luxury is not only about fashion, but it's a very massive sector or percentage of the whole field. And it allowed us to meet a lot of professionals in luxury, alumni or not, and to visit some very great offices like Guerlain, Parfum Christian Dior, and so on, and to as well see them in on the Paris campus. So we saw so many of them that I cannot cite them all. Many from the LVMH group, particularly, and some others that were independent, even during our courses, because our lecturers were inviting them from Hermès, Chanel, Ralph Lauren, etc., Cheval Blanc. So I would really recommend this master for the ones who wants to study luxury and work in luxury in the future.
Thank you. And where did you go in New York, London, Roma?
For the second term, I went to New York to study business design and management. It was as well amazing because to me, it was essential that I just studied in as many continents as possible. So first Paris, then New York. It was like having two very long fashion weeks. So I had so many other courses, very different from the ones in Paris, which make the richness of the program, obviously. And I loved it because as well we could meet so many luxury professionals. Like for example, now I have in my network the vice president of human resources for the whole America region at LVMH.
Oh.
Yes, I have as well the contact, for example, of to make some people laugh, but the wife of the son of HBO's owner. Like we met amazing people as well as the vice president of Tom Ford, for example, in wholesale worldwide, and it really helped us as well project to see what we want to become in the future, what are the opportunities, how to get there, what are the good contacts, the good way maybe to apply, the job fairs to go to, and yeah, it helps. And in the end, I went to Australia with everyone because it was the destination. And we really focused on retail economics, marketing and neurosciences, and seeing luxury from a very Asian Pacific point of view. So
Okay.
I had the European view, the American view, and then the Asian Pacific view. Since I'm from Africa, I can say that I had another view of my field, which was
Right. Yeah.
super interesting and cool.
Oh, okay. So nice. Your internship was in Chanel also, or it was in other?
Yes, because I was looking for an internship. I had many choices because thanks to the program, the Maison, they know us, they know the profiles. So they have, I think, a good opinion about it. So I had proposals from Louis Vuitton, Yves Saint Laurent, Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and I chose to work for Chanel in media. So at global level for fragrance and beauty. And then after 6 months, after only 2 months, my tutor told me that she was interested into keeping me because I was doing good. And then they offered me a position. They created a post for me, a
Oh.
position for me. Yes, because my actual job position didn't exist before. And now I'm doing good. It has been 1 year and 8 months, which is crazy to me. And now I'm working on fashion, watches, and fine jewelry, on media, marketing, communication, activation, and so on. It's really a 360 job, but I love. And the funny thing is that when my parents, who are both doctors, asked me what job would I get doing that master, I really told them word for word, I don't know. I don't know, maybe working for Chanel. And now that I remember that, I think that the journey was crazy. The reward is crazier. And it's thanks to the program, but as well to my dedication,
Of course.
because it's to take very seriously. Because as Mrs. Lomfort told you, it's a very good program. All programs are equally good, I think. It depends on what you want to do. But the school won't gift you a degree just because you paid for it. That's not how it works. You have to work very hard. You have to party as well because it's important to have some balance. But your internship or alternance, if it's possible for the programs, your master thesis, everything will depend on you. And the school have the tools in terms of pedagogy as well as AI detecting for the ones who use AI a lot, to help you as well as warn you when you're not following the good direction. So believe in yourself, but stay serious in your project.
Very good advice. Yeah, I think you have to take advantages of all the tools that emlyon give you, because you can just rest and be in the campus, in the school, and say, okay, I will have the diploma. But if you don't take advantages of all the career service team, alumni network, or if you don't work hard, then the diploma is good, but you won't have all the advantages that the school can give you. So yeah, thank you very much for the advice. And Felipe, then how was the Lyon city?
Okay, so Lyon is like, it's definitely not Paris,
No.
but Lyon is amazing. It's like a small, beautiful city next to the mountains. You can
Not
actually
that
see like,
small. Not that small.
okay, it's like a normal city next to the
Yeah.
mountains. It's close to Switzerland. It has like a nice airport, so you can travel a lot. The city is like really alive. There's a lot of things you can do, like museums, nature, everything is there. It is also like the transport is amazing. You can be in any part of the city like in 40 minutes. The places to live are also like really good. Advice, just try to look for the accommodation 2 months, 3 months in advance, because I arrived there and I didn't have a place. But the city of Lyon is amazing. I also think it's kind of like a student city. So you have like other universities, and the party part area is amazing too. Like what Aminata said, you have to study, but you can also party really good. And in my program, I think the most amazing things was the, like what Aminata said, like the teachers. We got like teachers with so much experience, and like even me coming from Colombia, there was like French teachers who lived like 5 years, 10 years in South America, and they like worked for the casino group and the supermarkets, and you just learn like a whole nother world with the teachers. Um, my program, as I said, since I come from a different background, like I learned so much. It is a lot because you have to do like the classes are really like they're not fast, but you have to see them like really it's like it's really strong.
Mhm.
It's doable, but you just learn a lot, and like you're also with your friends, and that's like the most beautiful part for me of this program was, I'm from Colombia. I'm not like an international guy, but like I met people from China, from Madagascar, from Africa, from like it was just like such a nice um moment of life when you can have like these like typical HBO show that everybody is like diverse and different religions and everybody's just happy together. It was like that. It was like really cool. And my international seminar, right? The international experience,
Yeah.
it was in South Africa. Guys, take it. Go there. It was just like we went to Cape Town. It was amazing. The university there, like they treated us like we were royalty. They gave us like the breakfast, they gave us lunch, they gave us transport, and like Cape Town is also such an amazing city. And I've heard from everybody that like all international yeah, all the international stuff is like the same way. You go to a nice place, you're like secure, they help you find accommodation. That's the other part. Like I'm from Colombia. The Colombian passport is really weak, but the university, they never left me alone. They always gave me a hand, like how to apply for the visa with the times. They helped me with the French visa. They helped me with the South African visa. So, like, if you're scared of that, of the visa application process and everything, don't worry, guys. Just do it with time, and the university will be there to give you a hand. Also, like, I was really scared because I'm from Colombia. I didn't speak French. So I was scared, like, oh, how am I going to find a job, or the internship? Guys, there's so many internships in English. It's not necessary. The school also helps you with like French classes. And for everybody who asked, I have two friends, one from China and the other one from Guatemala. They both didn't speak French. They finished the course, they finished the program, and they're both in France with I don't know, CDI?
Yeah,
Ah,
permanent
Yeah,
yeah.
under CDI,
exactly.
Mm.
And they have
Okay.
CDI
permanent
and
position.
exactly. So they came, and it's what Aminata said. They worked really hard. They were the kind of people who worked hard to get it, but they're now with CDI in France, and one of them works actually for L'Oreal. The other one,
Oh,
she works for I don't know, finance company, but L'Oreal, the other guy.
okay.
So
So
that's really.
nice. And now, which position you have in Colombia? In which
Oh,
kind of company?
yeah. So like I was working, like I got my internship, and then I got like a CDD with
Okay.
Deezer, which is a streaming company. I worked with them in the audio visual department, marketing. And then my boss there knew somebody here from Colombia, and he connected me, and I work now for like I would say it's kind of like a retail company, but I work
Okay.
in the marketing department, and I'm like a chief of marketing production. So like
Okay.
international marketing and business development, it really did help me like find this job, and I'm really happy. Um, yeah, look,
Mhm.
so yeah, I ended up in marketing, but I came from like communications too.
Okay. Okay. So nice. So it's in Bogota or in another city?
It's in Medellin. I don't know if you've
Medellin.
heard the city. Yeah,
Yes. Yes. Of
I,
course. Yeah.
in
So
Medellin. Yeah,
nice.
it's really good.
Okay. Do you have something more to say to the students? Maybe one more advice if they want to apply? I will talk about the application process just after this conversation, but maybe you have one advice for them. I don't know.
My advice for the application, look, my advice is just do it with time. You do it with time because the application process, the university, it's really quick, right? They will answer you correctly. They're always there to help you. The only thing is that the visa and all that stuff, it has like time frames. You cannot like push that. You cannot move it quicker. It always has to be like 2, 3 months in advance. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I almost lost my internship opportunity because I applied like 2 weeks later, and it was 3 months before. I applied like 2 months and 2 weeks before,
Mm.
No, don't play with that. Just do it with time and always ask questions because the university will help you. But do it with time. Try to also like find the place where you live. Don't worry about that. Don't stress, but like try to find a place where you can stay for like for a month and then find your living accommodation. If you are like in my case that we come from like a different continent and to just do everything with time, but don't stress because you're not the first person who's gonna do it. You're not the last, and it's like not impossible. I think it's more like the nerves you get when you're doing it.
Yeah, I agree. And Aminata, do you have something to share more or not? If you don't have it, that's okay.
I think that he's so right. You know, I don't know if you all guys are on social media, so maybe you see all the content that international students make. It is very hard, even though you know a country, to just leave everything behind you with two luggages of 23 kilos. I think that Felipe knows it very well. This kind of experience. You just have the faith in yourself and you have to go somewhere. You have to go somewhere, you have to make yourself proud because you have to prove everyone you left behind that your choice was right. Me, for example, I was supposed to do financial engineering. I love it, but very boring for a lifetime. I couldn't see myself doing it all day, every day. And I just had to go, and you just have to be committed to yourself and to the future that you can envision. You have to be very, very honest with yourself. So when you have a bad grade, you have to know whose fault it is. And since you are going to take a master, we have a lot of group projects. And these group projects are very important because you have only one grade normally per topic. You have to know how to manage people, how to manage yourself, how to manage your life, how to manage French administration, because as Felipe said it, you have to respect all the deadlines for all the visa, the application, titre de séjour. I think that you heard that term so many times. And never be, I will say, disappointed or desperate, because coming into that master, I had many people, many French people who already did many internships in the field, in luxury sector, and it's something so close that first I thought I'm a stranger. Okay, I don't have any experience into that. I will never find anything. But you know what? I started to look for internship in December for July next year. And I found not one, not twice, but many proposals because I worked hard, and all the projects we did throughout the year, I made my portfolio out of this project. All the PowerPoints I made, all the designs I made, all the 3D printing I made, I had OneDrive and I put all my projects just to say, hey, I don't have any experience yet, but I just need an internship and I'm smart. I'm a fast learner. Okay. I have guts. I remember even in New York, I had like my CV and I was going into luxury offices, just put my CV there, being like, okay, here's my CV, take it. Even in Paris. And I can say that it worked. Having guts and knowing what you're doing works. And please don't forget that you need to know a bit of Excel, a bit of Word, a bit of PowerPoint, a bit of Canva, a bit of UI UX, and all these things are taught to you at school. So just, seize opportunities and be honest with yourself. When you don't work hard enough, no one is your fault. And when you see that maybe your colleagues or people in your group don't put as much effort as you do, carry it on yourself. Carry the project. Be the one who's going to shine because it's going to serve you later. It's really going to serve you later. Don't be afraid to be tired. It's just for one time. Like, it just goes so fast. Like 2 years or 1 year and a half is nothing in a lifetime. You're so young. You have life just in front of you. So just do what you want to do, believe in yourself, and stay steady. It will pay in the end. I assure you. Look at Felipe and I. We're so young and thriving because I think that I cried
Exactly.
at sometimes. I don't know you, but me, I cried sometimes.
No, me too, for
I
sure.
cried a lot,
Yeah,
but it
I
was
want
worth it.
yeah, I want
Oh,
to say, I want to like add to something that Aminata
yes.
said, and the university, like at the beginning you see like the projects they give you, and you get scared and you're like, oh my God. But then that is what they teach you, because then you learn that you can do it. You learn that you can, like, the university really, it helps bring the best out of you. And like, yeah, so I agree 100% with Aminata there. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
work hard and try to shine. It's your time to shine, for sure.
So nice advices. Thank you very much. Good one, I think. Thank you. I will try to talk about something maybe more boring, but the application process, I think there are maybe questions about this, so I will try to be not as boring. But yes, so the application process. First step to have access to your application and to begin the journey. So you have to go to the page of the program that you want to apply for, click on apply, and then you will have to create your account. You will see a form, you will just need to fill the form, and then you will have access to your application file. So the key steps. First, you have to submit your application with some documents. I will talk to you about this later. Then you will have to pay the application fee of 120 euros. Then the admission, the admission team will review your application. It will take like 1 week. They will just verify if everything is okay, if all the documents are in the file, and then they will give you access to the digital test. That is the last step to your application. So this digital test, I will also talk to you about later, all the steps of this digital test. And then you will have your results like 1 month later, between 2 weeks and 1 month and a half. It depends on when you apply. And if you are admitted to the program, you will have then 10 days to sign the registration form and pay the deposit. It's a deposit, it's not extra fee, of the tuition fees. That is 4,500 euros. So it's just to book your seat in the cohort, and it enables us to know how many seats it remains for the other session, and know how many people we have to admit also. So the required documents, you have to put your resume in English, all of your diplomas. If you don't have diploma, it's okay. You have to put your certificate of enrollment, if it's the case, of this year. Then all your transcripts, ID, and English test. It depends on the program, because, for example, for the Master in Digital Marketing and Data Analytics, it's the only one of all the programs that I just introduced you that you need an English test. It's mandatory for this one, and for the other one, it's not mandatory. But it's a very positive thing. If you have one, you can put it. We will test your English level then with the digital test. So that's why it's optional for these other programs. And then for the optional documents, you can add if you have a management test and letter of recommendations. So recommendation letters is very positive for the jury if you have. So do not hesitate to add it. Scholarship. I know I will have a lot of questions about scholarship. So you have everything here. So we have 3 kinds of scholarship at emlyon. The first one is the early bird scholarship, so not available anymore for this intake, the 2026 intake, because it was a scholarship that enables the admitted student in the session 1 to have 10% scholarship automatically. So for the one that maybe wants to candidate to apply for the 2027 session, then you could have this one if you apply in October. The 2 other scholarships that are still available, it's the Excellence Scholarship. So this one is based on TAJMAJ or GMAT test results. So it's management test, kind of complicated, this management test, because you have to train for to have good scores, to have good results. So yeah, if you take one, if you do all the training and you have very good grades, then you can have 5 to 10% scholarship. You can have all the grade then there in the slide if you want to know. Something very interesting, important is that you can apply for a program and give the scores, the results of this of those tests, management tests, later. For example, if you apply now, you enroll in 1 month, and then you have your results of TAJMAJ or GMAT in July. You can just give us the results, and we give you a scholarship. And then the other one, the last one, that is the most interesting, important one, it's the individual scholarship. So this one, you have to ask for it during your application, very important. So it's a scholarship that you have to ask in the application. It means that you have to fill a form called a scholarship request form that you can find on your account. If you don't find it, you can just send us an email. And then you fill it with your motivation, with why you think you are a very good student for this program. It's a base merit scholarship. It's not based on incomes. It's based on merit, on profile. So if a jury is very interested in having you in the court, then they will give you a scholarship. And it depends on how they are interested in you. So from 5 to 30% of the tuition fees. It can go higher, it can go to 50%, but it's very rare. So let's say 5 to 30%, and in some very rare profile, it can be more. And you will know if you have a scholarship, if you are admitted to the program, it will be at the same time. So for the digital tests, just to explain you a little bit how it is, so how it is conducted. It will last 1 hour and a half, all in English, for the program in English, and in French for the program in French, of course. And you will have to do it alone with a computer, with a stable internet connection, and you have 3 days to take the digital test when you receive the email to take it. So you have 3 days. You can take it when you want because it's recorded, but you have 3 days. The first step, it will be a professional immersion. So you will do a role play. You will be a manager, and you will have, for example, in the image on the left, you will have some colleagues that will ask you questions. They have issues in the company, and you will have to answer them. There will be 4 answers, and you will have to choose the best one for you and choose the worst one. And this for a lot of colleagues during 20 minutes. And at the end, we will know how is your personality as a manager. And then you will have another team meetings where 3 people in front of you will be angry about an issue in the company, and you will have to answer them with 3 possible answers. You have to choose the best one for you, and depending on what you will choose to answer them, then the scenario will change, and maybe they will be angrier, or they will be very happy for what you will be saying. So it depends on what you will be saying, and we will know then how you manage this type of crisis. Then you will have also cognitive tests. So 2 exercises. First one, dominoes. So you will see you have 6 dominoes in front of you, one of which is face down, and you need to guess the hidden side, so based on the other 5 dominoes. So this is the first exercise. And the second one will be the mental mirrors. So you see 2 images, each one showing test tubes with colored balls, and you need to determine how many moves it took to go from the image 1 to image 2. And the last part of the motivation is the motivation part. So this one is very important because it's the first and last moments that the jury will see you speak about some point of motivation, point of personality, background. So yeah, you will have 3 to 5 film video questions. So a question appears on your screen. You have like 15 seconds to just read and think about it. And then you have to answer with the camera, the webcam that will record you during 1 minute and a half maximum. So you need to be very concise, clear, and it will be about your motivation, why you want to do this program, what position, what job you would like to do after. It's very important to have a very clear mind on what you want to do because it's very specialized program. So we want students that are motivated and already know what they plan for the future. And then you also have 2 to 4 written questions. So in the same, it's the same questions, same type of questions, but this time you will have 5 minutes to answer. And at the end of this part, so if you want, as I said at the beginning of the presentation, you can just send an email to this email address if you have questions about all the programs, and we will be happy to answer you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for the presentation and for the testimonials from Aminata and Felipe. It was really interesting to hear about their experience, of course.
Yeah.
I see that Felipe already helped us to answer some questions. Thank you so much. If you want, we can take the last ones we have received so far. For example, there's one about the GMAT scores required for normal application or scholarships.
Yeah, so I can go back on the slide.
Thank you.
These are the score for the GMATs. If you want 5% or 10%, so as you see, you have to have more than 650 to have 5%, or more than 700 to have 10%.
Perfect. Thank you. Another question is, are there any specific double degree options or electives that allow to combine marketing and digital transformation?
I have in mind the master spécialisé, so it's one in French that is called Master spécialisé Transformation Digital Marketing et Stratégie. So yes, it's digital transformation and marketing, but it's in French. But the first program, the Master in Digital Marketing and Data Analytics, is kind of similar. Of course, it's very more focused on data analysis, but I think if you are an English speaker and you don't speak any French, maybe you can go see this program. The first one I talked to you about, so digital marketing and data analytics. I think it will be a good choice if you are interested in this area.
Great. And another question that I think could be addressed to both the alumni that we have today is, what was the most challenging part of your program and how did it prepare you for your current role?
Please, you go first.
The most challenging part of the program was the workload. First, the workload, and second, the group projects, because since it's another level, it's masters, the fact, the initiative to do many group projects and to have common grades with others first teaches you that in a company, if you want to work in a company or to make your own, the reward, so the profit, the benefit you make, first is from everyone and benefits everyone. If there is a mistake or something bad happening or a risk or a catastrophe, it impacts everybody. So if you worked harder than the others, but the average work is mid, then your grade will be mid. And as an A+ student, and I'm a perfectionist, it was a very hard to learn it the hard way, because you learn to stop being selfish and to actually know how to care about others and how to manage others as well as yourself, which is not very easy when you're only like 20 years old, because you just want to get the best, but no, you have to cope with others. And there are so many projects at the same time. But what it teaches you is First, stress management, risk management, relationship management, and multitasking. Like you become just so good at socializing and as well as learning healthy competition because everybody's competing with everybody else inside a group and in between groups. It will be who has the best grade and who in the group will be the leader. And you can not like to be a leader. Leadership is not a prerequisite for everything, but at least you can lead yourself and learn how to convince people. Okay, not by being too hard or too harsh, but just by convincing them that your point of view may be the good one if you really feel like it. But as well, humility to admit when you're wrong, when people can give you more, teach you more, and actually tell you, well, this is kind of good, but this is great. So please join us. So I think that this was like one of the trickiest aspect of the program because you have to work on many different projects at the same time with different people. You can just get out of a meeting because we have meetings to work and brainstorming, and you can have like 5 to 10 brainstormings a day. And at the end of the day, you just go back home and you have to work 10 times on 10 different stuff. But it really shapes our brains. And I think that in a company now, as young workers, it helps a lot because we have like compartments in our brains. You know, like I'm like, okay, I have this meeting, I have this, I have this, I have that. And it's just so easy because I'm like, I'm used to this. This is nothing. I've met people more difficult than you guys. It's all right. So yeah, the school really prepares us to do that. And at my level, we had like management and relationship courses where we actually had to go outside in Paris, go to a restaurant between, I would say, classmates, get to know each other, do personality tests, and just learn how to analyze and manage others as well as ourselves in a work environment. And as well, I will say to take a step back. It's very important that you learn how to take a step back. Don't take everything too personally. Don't get desperate. Don't get desperate because
Felipe was agree.
yeah, don't get too desperate. You're not French if you're from abroad. Don't feel a feeling of exclusion just because they talk to each other. It's normal. It's their country. They know each other from the school. You just arrived. You have to learn how to make yourself a place in the environment, how to go to others, how to be happy being an outsider, and then how to make good relationships. It's very challenging because if you don't do this, you will end up alone. If you end up alone, you'll be sad, more sad than you already are. So don't do that.
So nice. Thank you, Aminata.
You're welcome.
Thank you. How about Felipe?
So, I guess this is, I've always been like a people person, so maybe I didn't have like the same issues as Aminata. You know, we've always been good with people. At least in my course, the French people were like really nice. They took us to trips. They showed us the country. They were really receptive. But what Aminata says, it's true. You don't have to. We can't forget that we're international students, so of course we're gonna have like more emotions. But in my case, I think since I come from a bachelor's in arts and in film, for me the hardest part of the masters was like what Aminata said earlier, like learning the Excel, learning the basics of administration, learning all that like on the run. For me, that was like really hard, and also the master thesis, which is like which guys, honestly, here's another advice: start doing it immediately. Like start doing it like the moment you start classes, like start thinking about it. Don't let it to the end. But yeah, for me, maybe it was more like technical difficulties. And yeah, like also I had like emotional problems, but the school has like a psychologist, and she helped me a lot there. So you will always have support. That's what I like about emlyon. They never let you down. They're always there to help you with whatever you have. But yeah, for me, it was for sure the like learning the basics of Excel, administration, and all that on the fly, and the master thesis. It was the hardest things.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Another question that I think we can answer is if the courses are also attended by people with prior work experience.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. In the Master of Science, they are so specialized that a lot of people, a lot of students already have like 2 years, 3 years, or even more professional experiences, and they realize that they have to have another master's to maybe have more management courses they didn't have before, or marketing, or there are a lot of people, students that already have professional experiences.
Perfect. And do you have an idea of the percentage or of the possibilities of doing a job in English in Paris? There's this possibility, or they're just looking for French people or
So
people
I
that speak
think,
French?
yeah, Aminata and Felipe, I think they told us that yeah, it's possible. For in my side, I'm not a student in Paris that speak English, so I can't say that. But I know that basic French is always a good idea because companies in France love that you can, I don't know, speak with colleagues during lunchtime, for example, is very important in France. So yeah, for this type of things, but there are a lot of multinational international companies in Paris. So yes, maybe Aminata and Felipe can say that it's not an obligation to speak French to have an internship in Paris.
For sure not. Like there's this career center, which is like the network of the university.
Yeah.
You can find like so many job offers in France that just require the English. Of course, if you want to stay in France, it's good to learn the
Yeah.
language. And by nature, just by living there, you kind of like understand and start learning French.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I would say like for the internship, don't worry about that. You will for sure find something in English. Like it's like, and the two people who I know that didn't speak French and are there still, they started with an English internship. So I wouldn't see that as an issue.
Thank you.
Thank you. Unfortunately, the time is really running fast,
Yeah.
but I would like to remind to all the students that are connected with us today, you will receive the recording of this session. So you can watch this video and also take all the information that you may have missed during the webinar, but also you will receive the email contacts and the contacts in general from emlyon Business School. So even, for example, if you have specific questions about your background or about your ideas, or also about scholarships and everything that pop up in your mind even later, you can write to the team that is always really kind and available, of course, and will answer to all your questions. I also shared in the chat the link to get the certificate if you want. And I'd like to remind all of you that you still have time to do the application, so you can write to the team and you will receive all the information that you need. And of course, thanks to all the panelists connected with
Thanks
us
to
today.
you.
Thank you to Marion, to Aminata, and to Felipe for the information, but also for the testimonials. I think they were really useful for the students connected.
Yeah.
And
Right.
thanks to the students with us today. We hope to see you very soon, of course. So we wish you a really wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much. And
Thank
goodbye.
you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you for
Thank
attending
you.
and for your time.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.